Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Eretabe Gardens in Georgia, Zone 8. I am excited about today's video. Today's video is on rooting 155 feet cuttings in water. Woo! Rooting 155 feet cuttings in water. This is the largest rooting of feet cuttings at one time. In fact, it should be 161 because I added 6 more after I recorded the video of the 155 feet cuttings. So I'll just leave it at 155. But I'm going to take you guys along, show you how I started rooting 155 feet cuttings in water. So let's go. Wow. So many cuttings. Today, I started rooting these cuttings in water. Right here, right now, I'm rooting 101 feet cuttings. I still have more cuttings in the fridge. And I need to get more transparent cups. But so far, I'm rooting 101 feet cuttings. Look at that. This is amazing. I have different sizes of cuttings, from thinner than pencil size to log. I have one here, I have one here, I have one here, and in between. Look at them, in between. Yes, different sizes. Look at that, different varieties. It looks like a feet cutting forest right now, right here. But just started today. Today is the 5th of March. So we'll see how long it will take for these cuttings to have roots, to have leaves. You know, I love the roots to be very long before I will uproot them in soil. But right now, this is feet cutting forest. Look at that. So I will keep you guys posted. Well, here are more cuttings. I have 54 cuttings here. And I'm rooting 101 cuttings here. So the total is 155 cuttings in water. This is amazing. For the first time, I'm rooting 155 cuttings in the water. Look at them. Wow. So, excuse me. I'm looking forward to them bringing out roots and leaves. But this is good. 155 cuttings, rooting them in water. 2 weeks ago, I started rooting these cuttings in water. Exactly 2 weeks ago. Look at the growth. Look at 2 weeks. Look at this one. 2 weeks in the water. There is no heat on them. But one thing I want to show you here is even though I started all of them on the same day, the growth is different. The rooting system is different. Look at this one. No root yet. Maybe because it's a log, I don't know. But no root here. But look at this one. Look at different types of root system. Look at them. Now, let me show you. Look at this one here. It was same time I put both of them in this container with water. Let me bring this one out. I have to be gentle. Look at the root on this one. This is Destress EPSPA or something. DTE. 2 weeks. Look at how far the roots are, or how grown the roots are. Now I have to be careful not to mess up the root. Now, here is the other cutting in the same water. Look at the root. Look at, and look at the new growth. Now I have to be careful not to mess up. There's supposed to be a growth here, but it hasn't come out yet. But look at the one. Look at that one there. There's a new growth. Now, usually this is how I like my cuttings. This is how I like the roots to be very long before upping them in soil. Look at that growth there. Look at the roots. Now, with this variety, the roots will grow very long. But there are some varieties that the root will not grow long. And I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so I have to be careful not to break the roots. This is the reason I don't take out my cuttings from the water until the roots are long. But for explanation purpose, so I'm going to return this one back into the same container. 2 different varieties with their rooting system with their roots growing differently. Same day in the same container and water. So I have to be careful not to damage those roots. Now I have one I'm going to show you here. This one here. Look at the root. This one is DSJG. And I remember the name now. Is it Duan Sen Drungram? And I remember the name not quite long. Now look at this root here. This root will never grow long. This variety, this is the way it produces its own roots. It can't grow long. Now let me show you something here. If you look at here, you can see that the root has started changing color to brown. If I leave it too long in the water, all of these roots will become brown. It means the roots are dead. So now I will have to uproot all of the cuttings that their roots look like this. You see, it's like the roots are compacted together and it has started turning brown. So what I'm going to do with all the cuttings like this that have roots like this, I'm going to uproot them in soil and then put them in a heating dome to help these roots to grow long, and also the leaves. So you've seen. Now I'm going to put this one back. I have to be careful not to mess other roots of the other cuttings. Okay, now let me show you this one here. Look at. You see? The way the roots are forming on this one is different. Look at that thick root. Now, all these ones that are single might produce longer roots. It might and may not. But look at it already. New growth already. New growth. But I will still leave it in the water to see if the roots will grow long. Now look at this one. So different varieties produces different root system. So now let me bring this one up here. Let me bring this one here. Let me put it here. Hope it won't fall. Look at this one. Same day, these three cuttings were put into this water same day. But look at. Now look at this one. Look at the root one. Just one root so far. Just one. Same day they put these three cuttings. But let me show you. Okay. I have to be careful not to destroy But look at this one here. Look at the roots. Same day in the water. This also, the roots have started turning brown. So what I'm going to do with this is another DSJG. Okay, it is same thing with the one, it's the same variety with this one. You can see that they have the same root system. Same root system, both of them that of the same variety. The same root system, you see? So these roots cannot be long, very long. I will have to uproot this cutting. You see, it has started turning brown. So I have to uproot all the cuttings that are like this. That the roots are like this, I will have to uproot them quick. But at the same time, I will put them in a hidden dome that will help the roots to grow long and also the leaves. So, okay, see, oh boy, I have to be careful not to damage even those roots that are there. So, I'm going to leave the ones, you see, like this one here. I'm going to leave it for the roots to keep growing long before I uproot it. And doing so, it will also help it to produce new growth. So this is what is happening. So just 2 weeks and look at it. Now let me bring this one that has a long growth. Let me bring this one for you guys to see. Now, same day, same time that I put the cuttings in this cup. But look at. This is Celeste. No root yet. Just one. One root. Same day, same time. Just one root. Celeste. Now look at this one here. Look at the roots. Same day, same time. Cherry. My friend, Matthew King gave me this cutting, Sherry. So I'm going to confirm with Matthew. Is this a cherry pie, or which of the cherry variety is this one? But look at it. It has started changing color. See, the top part is still, the color of the roots at the top is still white, but at the bottom, it has changed to yellow, and before you know it, it will become brown. So it's time to uproot this. Look at that. It is time to uproot this. I'm telling you, cherry. This is, wow. So I have to be careful when putting this cutting back into the water, because the roots might break off. So, but look at the growth. So I will keep you guys updated. But all the ones that the roots are thick and they're now growing long like this one, and they've started changing colors, I'm going to uproot them, because if not, they will die. So this is beautiful, I'm telling you. So, wow, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right. I want to show you guys what I do when I'm uprooting these cuttings. Look at this cutting right here. Very long. And look at it. So this is what I do before I uproot these cuttings. This is mycorrhiza. It helps the roots. It's made up of 5 fungus. See, 5 mycorrhiza species mixed, and it helps the root. You see that? Promotes vigorous plant and root growth, decrease amount of watering and fertilization, enables the soil to retain nutrients for longer and increase nutrient use efficiency, healthier and denser root systems, improved ability to get nutrients and water uptake from soil, reduces transplant shock. So what I do, I take some of it, this is powder, and then what I do is I dust the root. You see? I dust the root with some of the mycorrhiza. Okay, does not want to stay. Okay, what I would do is I'll put this in there and then dust it and still dust it. You see? Even the long, so the soil have some mycorrhiza, and then the cutting itself have mycorrhiza. Okay, so this area, this part here does not have. Okay, so I've dusted it. You see, I've dusted it, so that will help the roots. The fungus will help it to produce more roots. Okay, so now I'm going to have to be careful not to break these long roots. Okay, now I'm going to take the soil that has this mycorrhiza powder and just pour it in there. Move this one this way and then pour some of the soil there. Don't hit it too hard, because of those roots, they won't break off. And that is it. This is Macedonia Dark. So with this, with the mycorrhiza in there, it will help the roots. So the next thing is I'm going to water it and then put it in a heating bin so that the humidity inside the bin will help the top part of the cutting and the bottom part of the cutting. And this is the heating dome or the humidity bin that I'm using to root my fig cuttings. Look at the size of this one here. It's a big size. Now I want you to notice something here. The lid is not fully covered. You can see space here for air to go in and to come out. Even on this one here, you can see I did the same thing here. Now there is a reason why I left this space out, this lid this way. I didn't cover it fully. Now if you are using heating dome like this to root your fig cuttings, you can leave it fully covered the first 3-4 days for it to acquire some humidity inside. But after the 4th day, you want to open the lid, excuse me, and then leave it that way so that a little bit of air can go in. Because if not, some of your leaves, if not all, will get burnt. Let me show you this. You see that brown spot? You see the edge of that leaf, you see? If you cover it too long, because the humidity will be too much inside, it's going to affect your leaves. So that's why when I notice that, I had to open the lid a little bit, and that's the way I'm going to leave it. But I want you to see. Now let me pick this. Let's see. Okay, and there's a new growth there, and there's a root coming out from there. But look at root here. Oh boy, look at that. Wow. Now that is a mycorrhiza. As I was dusting the cutting, some fell at the bottom, but look at, it's helping it. The mycorrhiza is helping it. All right, let's see which one. Okay, let's take this one that is close by. Let's see if there's roots, but the top, there is top growth. Let's see. Okay, there's some roots here. Yeah, there's some roots, so that's good. So I'll leave them here until they produce enough roots. Then I will take them out to my garden shade where they can get morning sun to help the top growth and the root. Now, if you are using heating dome or storage bin, now the humidity in the bin will help the top growth faster than the roots. And that's why you don't have to cover it up, because you will have top growth but less bottom growth. That's the roots in the soil. But if you leave it continually like this, don't allow the space to be too much, but at least for air to go in and come out, so as to reduce the humidity in the bin, and you'll be good to go. These are the cuttings that I've brought out from inside to the garden shade. Now they have this morning sun in this garden shade. So let me show you. Look at it. I don't know if you can see the roots. So once I see roots like this, I bring them out to the garden shade so that they can continue to get sunlight. You can see. So this is the morning sun. And then when I see improvement in the growth and in the roots, then I transfer them here. You can compare the volume of leaves here and the volume of leaves here. And then here they have more sun here. Look at this. You can see that the sun is going off gradually, while the sun here, you see. So they have about 1 hour longer of sunlight here than here. So these ones, when I bring them from inside, I bring them here first to get used to the sun for a few hours. And then when I see the growth of the leaves and the roots, then I bring them here to have more sun. So you can see the difference here to these ones. So this is it. Look at it. And they are doing good. They are doing good. So this is how you root fig cuttings in water. And I'm rooting 155 cuttings. There are still some inside the house in the storage bin or heating dome. There are still some there, but I bring them as soon as I see the roots and the upper growth. I bring them here. So they are doing good. And look at that. So after a while, I'm going to transfer some down. You can see this one here. Look at the growth. Look at this one here. After a while, we're going to pick the ones that are doing better and transfer them here. So thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thank you, and I will see you again in my next video. God bless you real good. Bye.